Well, good evening, everybody. It's great to be with all of you tonight. My introduction to poverty actually came from my mother. She was one of seven, no father in the home. They lived in Dyer, Kentucky. Anybody ever been to Dyer, Kentucky? Heard of it? No, it's exactly what it sounds like. Not too many years ago, she took me to her teenage home for the first time. And you wouldn't want to put your garden tools in that shanty they called a home. And so that gave me a perspective on where our family certainly had come from and how real poverty can be and how gripping it can be. So in one generation, certainly with God's help, we have been able to rise out of that with a fine father and a fine mother that all they knew was hard work. They had $50 when they got started many years ago. They didn't have an opportunity center. And so that's a little bit of personal backdrop for me. And when I think about what is happening here, I'm reminded of the old quip that I love, which says, catch someone doing something right. And that's exactly what's happening here with Goodwill. They're doing a lot that's right. You've heard about it from Amy and Devon, and the story has been out there for quite some time, and it's building momentum. Let me tell you a few of the things in our view at Truist that we think we're catching Goodwill doing right. And when I say Truist, here comes my commercial. It really is Truist Bank. It's our wonderful partners and friends at McGriff who are well represented. Raise your hands if you're with McGriff. Oh, they love that. They're so happy I called them out. We also have another business in town, Bridge Trust Title. So we have close to 250 colleagues in Louisville. And so I'm really speaking on behalf of them and what you're about to hear that we've done here. But the things we believe are right about this project, we think it's the right project, and we think it is at the right time. Clearly, Goodwill Opportunity Campus is a bold and unprecedented project that's already becoming a new model across the country. Is that right, Devon? It has attracted numerous highly regarded co-locating partners who share the vision, as you heard earlier, of a hand up, not a handout. That's dignity. And after COVID, there's been tremendous energy to redefine our lives in a new, positive, and constructive ways. And we believe the Opportunity Center is capturing that energy to launch a truly transformative project. It's the right time because as the bank president at Truist in this market, there's hardly a week goes by, sometimes it feels like a day, that I don't hear from companies who are desperate for workers. Desperate. Yes, they can automate to an extent, and many of them have feel like they've done what they can. We got to have people in the workforce. And guess what? We've got people here that want to get in the workforce. So we view this as just the perfect timing and a beautiful bridge. It's the right place. Not only is it the right project at the right time, it's in the right place. The disinvestment and related challenges of West Louisville have been well documented. I drove around the site at 28th and Broadway last week. It is enormous. It's enormous. We happen to have a branch right down the street. I know you know that. We feel like the Goodwill Opportunity Center will shine like a beacon of hope from this highly visible and easily accessible location. And frankly, the statement to the community and beyond will be undeniable. We care about our city and all of its residents. The Opportunity Center is going to provide a starting point for the pathway out of poverty on the journey to a healthy and productive life. My mother got her high school diploma about the time I got mine. That's a tough road, and it's real. It's very real. and it's still happening. And what we're talking about is going to create a lot of solutions for folks that don't have to endure the difficulties, and there are many that are attendant with such circumstances. We also think it's led by the right team. When you look at the history of this organization, the founder of Goodwill, Edgar J. Helms, was a Methodist minister. And you don't have to read long about him. It becomes clear he viewed the gospel of Jesus Christ in very practical terms, as do I. And I suspect he was mindful of admonition given by John Wesley, the founder of Methodism, his denomination, who said, "Do all the good you can by all the means you can for all the people you can as often as you can." I love that quote. I've carried it around in my folio for years. At Truist, we're using our means to do good for the people of Louisville. We have awarded what I call
the triple play.
the Truist triple play.
I've heard this before.
He's heard this before. It consists of a $500,000 grant to Goodwill, a second grant to Norton Healthcare for medical equipment, and a third grant to our friends at YMCA of Greater Louisville for their daycare that you heard about, all as a part of the Goodwill Opportunity Campus. All in, we're pushing about $650,000 in grants to these organizations. Truist is honored to play a part in making the Goodwill Opportunity Campus come to life, and I trust your organizations will be equally honored to answer the call of opportunity knocking. Thank you.